Hi guys, good morning. Yesterday we discussed about few methods how to calculate the bond order by using a formulas. So today I am going to discuss and one more method how to calculate the bond order. So yesterday we discussed about bond order A is equal to 1 plus number of pi bonds by number of sigma bonds. So this is the first formula what I discussed, and the second formula, the bond order is equal to number of bonds between any two atoms in all resonating structures. Resonating structures divided by total number of resonating structures. These resonating structures is also called as canonical forms. Okay. And the third method today I am going to discuss is the bond order is equal to valency of bonded atom plus charge. It may be plus or minus by total number of bonded atoms. Total number of bonded atoms. Now we will discuss few things about the third method by taking an example of CO3 minus. Yesterday also discussed about the CO3 minus by using first and second method. Now CO3 minus, if you have structure of this one according to first one, C double bond O minus, O minus. In the case of carbonate ion, so that is 1 plus number of pi bonds. I have 1 pi bond, and number of sigma bonds. I have 3 sigma bonds. That is 3 plus 1, 4 by 3. So the bond order is 4 by 3. And in the second method, remember I discussed about it yesterday also. So the resonating forms of carbonate ion is like this, what we discussed. So this is the second resonating form, and the third resonating form is like this. So according to third one, what I said, number of bonds between the atoms in all resonating structures by total number of resonating structures. So see here, between carbon and oxygen we have 2 bonds, and between carbon and oxygen I have 1 bond, and carbon and oxygen I have 1 bond. So the total number of bonds between carbon and atom is 4, and the total number of resonating forms is 3. So the bond order is 4 by 3. So now I am going to discuss the same thing with third one. So according to third one, what I said, the bond order is valency of bonded atom plus charge by total number of bonded atoms. See here, the valency of oxygen is what? The valency of oxygen is 2, and the charge on carbonate ion is minus 2. And the total number of oxygen atoms, that is bonded atoms, is 3. So this is 6 minus 2 by 3. So what is the bond order? The bond order is 4 by 3. So we have 3 different methods, but we are getting the same bond order. So similarly, now I am discussed with the borate ion. So this is nothing but our boric acid. So in this case, see, according to our third method, what is the valency? The valency of oxygen is 2 plus, what is the charge? The charge is minus 3. And how many bonded atoms you have? 3. So that is 3, 2, 6 minus 3 by 3. So the bond order is equal to 1. Similarly, if you see for arsenate ion, AsF4 minus, so the valency of oxygen is 2, and the charge is 3, and number of bonded atoms is 4. That is 8 minus 3 by 4. That is 5 by 4. 5 by 4. And whenever you are discussing about bond order, just remember one thing. If the bond order is equal to 1, the compound is said to be saturated. So that means what? It contains only sigma bonds, you don't have any pi bonds. If the bond order is more than 1, then the compound is unsaturated. What does it mean? Unsaturated means it may contain double bond or a triple bond. Okay. Now we'll discuss a small relation between bond order, bond length, and bond strength. So we know what is bond order. The bond order is number of bonds between two atoms in a molecule, and bond length is distance between two nuclei of a molecule is called as bond length, and bond strength is the minimum amount of energy required to break the bond is called as bond strength. So now as the bond order increases, the bond order is inversely proportional to bond length, and the bond order is proportional to bond strength. So that means as the bond order increases, bond length is going to decrease. Similarly, as the bond order increases, the bond strength is going to increase. For example, let's take the bond order between carbon-carbon and carbon-carbon double bond, carbon-carbon triple bond. See, if you are moving from C single bond C, C double bond C, C triple bond C, the bond length is going to increase. So that means CC single bond have more bond length than CC double bond, CC triple bond. So as the bond length is increases, as the bond length is decreasing in this order, the bond length is going to decrease and the bond order is going to increase and the bond strength is also going to increase. This is the relation between bond order, bond strength and bond length.